Hi there. I got dressed to go out for a walk and do my skipping and thought that I would just share a quick video first. And I wanted to film the video before I got wet. It is raining outside, but it's a nice spring rain. It's not one of those nasty cold ones. So I'll get wet, but it won't be too bad. But I knew I wouldn't want to film a video when I got back. I thought I would just take a few moments and share with you about just an overview of my skipping. I'll probably do more videos about why I wanted to skip and more of the details about how I found it, but this is kind of just a general timeline overview. Basically, it started in spring of 2023 and we were getting the summer stuff out of the garage for the grandkids, and I found a skipping rope. It was like a rope. It was actually made out of rope. It had wooden handles that swiveled. It was really a really nice rope. I'm kind of lamenting it because I lost it. I had the urge to see if I could skip, and I actually really enjoyed it. It went quite well. So I was able to do 40, 50 skips without much difficulty. And it was something that I thought that I would want to try and work into my cardio. Then I had I think it's called red car syndrome. So actually it's the reticular activating system. Because I had started skipping, I started seeing other women who were skipping. Like when you get a red car, you see red cars all over the place. I was seeing women over 50 who were skipping, specifically two, and I should have looked it up because I remember the one name and I can't remember the second. So first was Gail from 50 Sister, and another was another Silver Sister, and I'm going to put both of their videos here and I'll put their names in the description. I saw that they were skipping and I thought this is something that I could actually really enjoy. I posted a video of my skipping and actually got like 295,000 views or something. And I felt encouraged to keep going with this. This was probably like June. I was doing 50 to 70 skips at a time, and I would take a break and continue on. And I was doing about 300 a day, and I kept that up for a lot of the summer. And then we went on holidays. We went out west, Western Canada, and I brought the skipping rope with us. So I really enjoyed skipping in national parks. We skipped at campsites. I skipped at hotel rooms. And that was just a fun little thing that I could do. And it was easy to pack and easy to bring with me. And then in the fall, I took a little bit of break from skipping because we had a goal that we were working on. We were hiking the Bruce Trail in Southern Ontario with my daughter, her husband, and two children. So this was a 3-year goal. We started November 2020 and we kind of had a push on. We wanted to finish within that 3-year mark. So we wanted to finish in November 2023. So I didn't want to risk any injury. So I didn't skip during that time. I will say that we finished the 911 kilometer hike November 4th, 2023. So that was a pretty huge accomplishment. The kids were 5 and 7 when we started, and they were 8 and 10 when we finished. My husband and I were 61 and 62 when we finished. I think I'll link those videos here. My daughter and her husband documented our hikes. It's really neat to go back and look at the hike that we did. We did probably like some 6 to 8 hour days. We hiked 15 to 20 kilometers in a day. Some weekends we would go camping or stay over in hotels and do multiple days. So sometimes 30, 45 kilometers in a 3-day weekend. So it was an adventure, that's for sure. Like I said, I didn't skip during those fall months. And then it took till about January I got back to skipping. It was cold outside. I wasn't walking as much, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to skip. Now I'm very fortunate. We have high ceilings. I could skip inside. I know that's not the case for everyone, but I was able to do that. In January, I kind of picked up at that 300 skips a day. And then I added 50 to 100 skips each week and progressed pretty quick to the point where in February 9th, I was up to 900 skips a day. And then by February 23rd, I was about 3 weeks short of turning 62 and I skipped 1,000 skips. Actually, the next week I got up to 1,100 skips, but then I kind of backed it down to the 1,000 and that became what I was doing regularly. So I did 300 skips, then I had some resistance bands, exercises that I was doing, wall push-ups, squats, and then I would do another 300 skips, repeat the resistance band, 300 skips, resistance bands, and wall push-ups, and then I would do 100 skips as quick as I could. So I was still getting in the 1,000. But then once spring came and I started walking outside, I didn't want to spend that much time doing the skipping and walking outside. So what I've done is I've kind of shifted to 30 to 45 minute walk outside, and I'm still doing between 100, 150, 200 skips a day. Skipping isn't for everyone. You have to enjoy it. I would say if you have any, pre-existing injury, it's probably not something that you're going to want to do. Personally, I wear shoes when I skip. Stay hydrated. Make sure that you breathe while you're skipping. I know part way through I was doing it. Actually, the first time I tried to skip a minute straight, I had a wicked headache and I just had to collapse on the bed. And I felt so dizzy and I thought this was just a minute. I had been skipping, but I hadn't done a minute straight. So I couldn't figure out what was going on. I had asked some questions on Instagram, some people who had skipped longer, and somebody with more experience suggested that I thought that it would be, hydration. And she actually said it could be that I was holding my breath and not even realizing it. And I think absolutely. So be hydrated, make sure that you continue to breathe through it, and just have fun. Well, I'm not giving any advice. I have no advice to give. This is, again, just my experience. I was 61 when I started. I'm 62 now and I still skip. And if you can and you have no injury, there's so many YouTube videos, girls on Instagram who are willing to give advice. There's beginner videos. Of course, you find these things after, but how to progress and how to, different exercises that you can do to avoid shin splints, which wasn't an issue for me, but you don't want to get the sore muscles and shin splints. You don't want to injure your feet, that's for sure. If you're still with me here, my name's Patty and I'm from 60 is the new 60. I know that the saying is 60 is the new 40, but as women in our 50s, 60s, and 70s, we aren't trying to be 40. We just want to be healthy, active, and happy at any age. If you're watching this video and you found it helpful, I hope that you would like the video and subscribe for more videos. Any comments that you have or questions would absolutely be appreciated. I would love to hear your thoughts on skipping. Do you skip? Are you over 60? Let me know in the comments. Take care and God bless.